This is kind of new if you're someone who watches this podcast before. The setting is a little bit unfamiliar. This is our first time recording live at the Hive on Amelia Road. Shout out to our new home of the Very Green Room podcast.
Too fancy for me.
I mean, they've got real equipment. We get 3 cameras now, so we can actually like produce legitimate content.
I am a little bit more comfortable than the couch. Just to start us off, it's a little bit different.
I'm more comfortable because we don't have to have guests that I don't really know in my living room.
Yeah,
that was always kind of troubling. Like, comics are troubled people, and I was always afraid we were going to reach out to the wrong comic, and now they just like know where my apartment is.
Bro, that is brutal. I don't even give out my number. Like, we had that conversation a couple weeks ago, like of giving people the number. Like, I won't do that, let alone my address. That's why I decided to do a solo podcast from my house just to have something different, right?
Well, it's like when you give up so much of yourself on stage, you want to cling to what little bits of privacy you can maintain in your life.
Right.
And speaking of privacy, I'm about to violate Will's a little bit right now. Will isn't here for the first episode. Mommy and Daddy aren't fighting. Will is still very much part of the podcast, but Will Loden became an uncle today, about 45 minutes ago. So he's doing the cigar rounds with his brother. Wish them baby is healthy. Wish them all the best.
Dude, he's been so excited.
Yeah, he's been hyped for this baby for like since the first announcement of the pregnancy. He's been waiting. He's been Googling like, how do I be a cool uncle?
Dude, he was all dressed up the other night. I was like, did it happen? Like, why? He showed up in nice pants. I was like, who is this guy? What is that? What is happening?
Like, uncle is as close as he's gotten to dad, and that man was born to be a dad.
100%.
Like, when Will Loden has a kid, that's going to be the most fathered kid.
Dude, the first thing he did when he came out of the womb was click the tongs together. Like, he's a perfect dude. No, it was super excited. Like, being an uncle is so cool. I don't know if you have.
I am actually.
It's the best, dude.
It was fun for a while. Me and my sister fell out, so I only got to be an uncle for like the first 4 years, but those were awesome.
Yeah,
like
it's a lot of fun. Like, my nephew's graduating this year. My oldest one is going to graduate, so I've got to go back and doing things like this. Like, he shows all his friends, and it's like it's such a weird position to be in, right? Like, shit, you got to set the example, and a lot of my examples are bad.
Yeah, it's like I'm kind of glad that I don't have to do the whole explain to the family, like, those 2 decades between 20 and 40, there was a lot of drugs in there. You can just ignore that part of my life and focus on the lessons afterwards. That'd be great.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about it with the younger kids anyway. Like, they're not drinking, they're not doing drugs. Like, a lot of them are smoking weed, but they're not going too crazy anymore, right? Like, that's what we're
I think the reason like the youth smoke weed is because they finally got it vapable. If the youth had to roll up, I don't think they would do it. Like, I think
nobody can roll anymore.
No,
like that. One of my exes, like,
I can't roll. I know. Never learned.
What the fuck?
I know. Is it like hard at the camera? It's
I assumed you were rolling woods and everything. Like, no, nothing.
What?
So do you smoke joints though, right? Like
cones.
So you just do the packing ones?
Yeah, I just stuff everything.
But what did you do before 2016? Like
pipes.
Yeah, pipes and chillums and everything. Like, that was a big one.
Bongs and you know.
But like, when you were out and about, like before there was pre-rolls, before there was.
To quote a streetcar named Desire, I have always depended on the kindness of strangers.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah, it's like my hands are dumb. I have giant hands. They don't do intricate things well at all. One of my fingers was chopped off when I was in middle school and reattached. So like only 9 of them feel and do things. Like pinky over here just does its own thing. It goes in its own direction. Yeah, so it's like...
Have you ever tried? Have you ever sat down and just tried to look?
Nothing gets accomplished. Yeah. It's like when Mormons try to lose their virginity. It's just a lot of fumbling around. There's no...
What?
Yeah, can't do it. Like, don't... I'm one of those people that, like, when I learn something, I have to ask, like, 50 weird, annoying questions, and you can't do that with the internet. So watching people doesn't really help. Because I don't understand the part that I'm doing that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I can't fix my own errors in the process. So it just ends up getting super frustrating.
You know what helped me was like because I used to work in the weed industry, and I up until that point I couldn't. I was awful at it. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll never learn. But then I got super like damp weed, like wet weed, and I just sat for like 6 hours and
That's
forced
how
myself to learn. But like with dry shit, anything like that, I never could, and I had to get something that was it was too damp, like it shouldn't have been there, but that eventually helped me like figure it out. I don't know.
Oh,
Tips.
It's one of those things. It's like I'm 40. Can I really learn new tricks at this point?
Yes.
I'm a very old dog.
No, you constantly learn. Like you can't ever stop learning shit. That's when you die.
You do not have a face that looks like it delivers that message.
No, dude, I'm super positive. You gotta.
You're like the most smart, positive, like optimistic person, and you don't look like any of those.
Oh no, I look like I hate everything.
Yeah, you look like a demotivational speaker.
No, dude, but I am. I'm a super, like, that is weird, right? Like I am a super positive. Like I believe in like.
You are a way more positive person than me, and
Yeah.
it's not even like close. I don't believe in people at all.
No, I give people too many chances. But once you're cut, right? Like,
Yeah. Random topics but were you at the World Baseball Classic last night?
dude. Oh, speaking of cutting people off, you're gonna say you're fucking done. No, we had a
can't
chance
go
today.
to those games anymore.
Bro.
When
why?
you go, we lose to Italy.
Yeah.
You are, if you're 1-for-1 on the Italy World Baseball Classic, Jinx, I think you have to stay home at least for the remainder of the series.
Yeah, but I already have tickets to the quarterfinals, so I need either Mexico to score 6 runs or Italy to win tonight.
So you saw through my veiled attempt to get you to dump your veterans tickets off
Not
to me.
happening. Not happening, dude.
What
I'll
the
be
shot?
there. I'll be there. Whoever. I'm gonna look.
What more demoralizing loss for the country? America loses to Italy in baseball, or Canada loses to U.S. in hockey
I was
twice.
gonna say we were on a fucking heater, dude. Like we had taken both hockey golds. We're at war again. Like Americans were too far ahead. It was, we took out Venezuela. Cuba was coming. We got El Mincho. We were flying too close to the sun for a minute.
I'm going to say something controversial right now, and people aren't going to like this sentence. Americans don't even believe that we're the best country in the world at baseball. If you asked any American, honestly, who's better at baseball, Americans or the Dominican Republic, we'd be like, of course it's the fucking Dominican Republic. That's where we get all our American from.
But each team in the WBC is filled with Americans.
That's because we have the money to buy them. But if we went by country of origin...
No, still, because every pitcher from Italy is from America.
I'm not saying Italy's better.
Technically, America has multiple teams in the WBC. Puerto Rico has a team. Puerto Ricans are Americans. You don't get to claim American citizenship during the fucking Super Bowl halftime show. You don't get to say, oh, he's an American, and then don't play for fucking USA. Go fuck yourself. That's what I say. We're fielding 19 teams in the World Baseball Classic. I don't even think there is 19 teams. 5 times 4. Yeah, there is. There's 20. Anyway, we've got multiple teams. So no matter what, America wins.
That's a face that does look like it delivers that message.
But seriously, like, why is there a Puerto Rican team if Puerto Ricans are now Americans? If they're American
You
citizens,
look like you should be doing Kristi Noem's job.
I'll take it.
Department of Homeland Security head should be somebody who looks like you. That's who I want securing shit.
Right. You need monsters.
Not the puppy killing kind, like legitimate people killing monsters.
Yeah, I never killed nobody though. I'm too nice.
This is my believing you phase. I never asked about your experiences in war, but as someone who's worked around people who've seen death a lot, I'm aware.
Yeah, no. But seriously, like, why
DUIs do count. Like,
do they?
yeah. You definitely have to count the people you killed with your car driving drunk in your body count. I've always wanted to answer that joke. It's not even ambiguous.
That's got a bigger asterisk than Bam Adebayo's 83 points last night.
Is it time to shit on Bam? Is it time? Are we going to take a 43 free throw break and then shit on Bam
16 in the
Adebayo?
fourth quarter, bro. Look, I'm not a hater.
I am.
I can't hate on people. He scored 83 points in an NBA game against NBA talent. Like, either way, that's
Let me
impressive.
be clear. I've never been a Kobe fan. I used to work for a hotel. I was a I was a Rockets fan. I was always on the opposite side of every fight from Kobe Bryant. But he deserved better than 43 free throws to beat his game. He deserved better than intentionally fouling up 20 to get the ball back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Very suspect. I haven't watched the highlights yet, to be honest. But I did
shouldn't
see
be
the stats
able-
of 16 free throws in the fourth quarter.
homie
That's-
doubled his career high +1 to get this 83-point game. He had a 41-point game before.
Really?
Yeah, that was it. His ceiling was 41 before this. And it is just
And he had
such-
43 in the first half.
Yeah, snap that by halftime.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it. There's absolutely no reason in the world to watch a Heat Wizards game besides somebody going for 83.
But why, right? Like, because they're gonna say, "Oh, it's scripted. It's whatever." Like, is it like nobody
I
was
have a
paying attention to
conspiracy theory.
Okay.
And it's really shitty and chauvinistic. But did you notice who was on the podium for Bam Adebayo's 83-point press conference?
No clue.
WNBA star Jay Wilson, his
Why-
girlfriend.
Oh, that's his chick.
That's his chick.
And she.
And
I
in
know
the
that name. She's one
WNBA
of the bigger.
She's the star of the Vegas team.
Okay.
Like pastime champion MVP. Like one of the 3 girls in the league who can actually hoop.
So maybe she gave him tips. That's why he's good now.
I'm just saying, at a time when the WNBA is trying to be brought from the forefront, this mid-swing man averaging 18 points a game suddenly pops off from 83 to give a platform to his girlfriend in a press conference.
Well, but she's not getting a like everything I've seen has been negative about it. Like there's nobody that's really talking.
They didn't
positively
realize
talking
how
about-
many haters exist in the stats era.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, I didn't have feelings about Bam Adebayo before he did it, but looking at it, it's like, that's bullshit. Like,
No, I mean I was at the Italy USA game last night when I got the alert. You know, you get the ESPN alert, and I was like, okay, cool. But you'd think you would have got one at the third quarter, like, oh shit, he's at 60 or whatever he was at. You know,
I mean, I was scrolling through and it said Bam scores 83. And I was like, whose nickname is Bam?
yeah.
There's no way. Like, if you had told me Bam Adebayo went off for 50, I would have been remarkably surprised. Like, really?
yeah.
And it's like, I would accept it if it had just been like, he got hot one night.
Right. But he was like
like-
7 for 20 something from behind the.
Yeah, he made 7 threes. You shouldn't have an 80-point game with 7 threes.
How many did Kobe hit? Do we know?
I know he was only at like 20 free throws. I think he was at, I want to say 12 threes,
Okay.
but I can't
Right.
take that completely grain of salt. I was looking at the splits earlier between it, but it's like, it's not, they aren't comparable games to me. There are certain similarities. Like, yeah, his teammates were helping him a little bit in the fourth,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, but there's
Not the
there's a difference
opposing
between
team.
feeding you the ball and then intentionally fouling the other team so you can get the ball back to get you more. And then, but I mean, they still had to put him in position to get fouled. So like, who were they playing? The Wizards? Somebody? I
yeah,
think
they were playing the
Were
Wizards.
why did the Wizards keep fouling him? Like,
Because what else do the Wizards have going on this year?
I have no. I couldn't
They're
tell you.
mid-massive tanks, so why not help the boy? You know,
Didn't they just make a big trade? Didn't they just get like Trey or somebody?
they got Davis,
This-
Anthony
I-
Davis.
Okay, this is how little I pay attention to.
I just
NBA.
remember that being the like bitter end of the back end of the Luka trade,
Mm.
but that's neither.
Wait,
here
so
nor
Anthony
there.
Davis went to the Wizards after?
Yeah,
the
and really
Mavericks?
didn't want to go.
What? I didn't know that.
He's
I
the-
thought they got like Trey Young or somebody. But I
No.
don't pay attention to
That's-
the NBA until playoffs.
That's how I am too. Like I try to watch the NFL, because it's easier to follow a 16 game season.
Mhm.
But like, I'm a sporadic Astros watcher. I don't see any Rockets games because of their TV deal. Like, if anybody who thought that was a good agreement was stupid. They killed their own like Clutch Sports Net that you have to have some weird package to get or route. I don't even know what network fucking broadcasts them, but I know we don't get it, and I have YouTube TV, so it's like,
right.
I only get national Rockets games, which is usually them losing to the Thunder.
There should be like local TV deals for everybody again. Like, you want that at home fan base. You want people to want to go to the games. Like, because Rocket, I remember when I got here in into 2023, beginning of 2024, I remember Rockets tickets were like $8 because I was looking like, oh, I gotta go, because maybe they're bad then, I don't know. I think they got better last year, but you want people to want to be there. You want the kids to see it, like, because I grew up and saying like the home run, like I became a bigger Cubs fan because of the home run race with Sammy and
98, like 98 made so many baseball fans.
Right. And even before that, just because we had WGN and every Cubs game was on WGN. So you'd you know, in the middle of summer, listen to Harry Carey drunk at 2 p.m., just going crazy. But like,
for my money, with all apologies to Vin Scully, no better baseball color play-by-play than Harry Carey.
He was the best, dude. It was the best.
Scully is too, and I don't think that's debatable either. But man,
no, because in Indiana, you easily, because the White Sox, I can't remember his name, but that's when they had Frank Thomas, and he was putting on the big heart. You know what I mean? Like, he was going off, he just hitting monster home runs and shit. And it's like, the White Sox guy at the time was very good too. But then you listen to WGN, you listen to Harry Carey, and you're like, oh, this is a different, like, it just brought you, it sucked you in.
I was just having a sad moment because I realized the cat's not going to be photobombing in the podcast anymore because it's not in my apartment.
Just bring her.
I'm not just. Let me just set a cat loose in the very expensive equipment. There's like $10K worth of recording equipment in here. Let me just let my cat loose to walk on shit.
This is very.
It helps the ambiance. It is different. It's different to be in a stool. Yeah. It's different to be more like I haven't quite figured out how to sit yet.
Yeah, because I'm a very loungy, like
I'm just gonna bring this back here and hope that works, because
that is a good idea.
I can't be too far forward. This has never been a formal podcast.
No, but I am very much a leaner too.
Yeah,
and so, you know, having you across like this too, I think almost need to go side to side, but we'll figure.
Yeah, I think when we have four, I think it'll end up being like 2 here, 2 there, facing, because otherwise the perspective gets weird.
Yeah, no. And can you even fit 4 in here? Might have to go to a different room.
I mean, I think we could. I think if we had like end corner, and just widen the shot, I think we could.
That'd probably work. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Let's see. I only had one more sports thing before we move on to like serious world things, but like the Baltimore Ravens doing the most bitchy of bitch moves. Like, when you say you're going to trade for somebody and it gets announced and the deal gets finalized, you can't back out at the last minute and sign a cheaper guy.
No, and he just got off crutches a week ago. Like, the surgery is still brand
new.
He's
progressing how he's supposed to be progressing in his rehab. That's not supposed to be done till June, which everybody knew before you traded for him. Right.
So a lot of what I've heard too has been, so they signed Trey Hendrickson as well.
Yeah, and
it was almost like a all right, well, we got him, we don't really need both, and it's like, no, like, Trey probably signed to play with Max. Like, you want.
Well, I mean, they couldn't afford both.
Yeah, no, they can.
I mean, they can't.
But they had it worked out. I mean, you gotta make some moves, but like, you're going back to what Baltimore's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if they wanted it, they're the reason they backed out of that deal. I mean, the Raiders are pissed. The league's pissed. It's going to make negotiations with them very difficult in the future.
Yeah.
Because how can you trust that? Like, they're going to have to fire their GM and purge just to get, like, faith back.
I mean,
if you pull out, like, at the last minute, because the Raiders signed people expecting Crosby's salary to be gone, and now they have $30 million back on their books, that's going to complicate things for them. You know,
the Raiders didn't make any. Did they make any signings? Big signings?
They signed Lindenbaum at center for like 16.
Okay. Because they've
Um,
got a rookie QB coming in. They need to.
everybody assumes Mendoza's coming in.
Yeah.
I think that's the worst guy. I think he's going to get.
It's the best, dude.
It's one of those weird spots where I feel like when everybody knows a thing is going to happen, it's too easy.
So
you know what I mean? I think it ends up going in a different weird direction.
I think people are still doubting how good the kid can be. The thing that's concerned me is like everybody just assumes he's going number one. That I think they may take somebody else.
I think that's a possibility too. But I'll tell you what the only strike against Mendoza as a quarterback is. I said this in my other group chat the other day. Me, my friend Brandon, and my friend Matt all really, really like him, which if that ever happens, that person is doomed.
Yeah.
The last quarterback I felt this strongly about that was going to be an NFL success was Jameis Winston.
Very successful, greatest quarterback of all time. Some would say the best motivational speaker in a locker room.
It's such an asterisk successful career.
Listen. I will give right now. I'm a huge Colts fan. Anthony Richardson for Jameis Winston. Just get him in the building. We signed Danny Dimes today. Get Jameis in the building. That'll help his Achilles heel. It's great, dude. We lost Michael Pittman. Pittman went to the Steelers. Whatever it takes, get Jameis Winston in
I did
Indianapolis.
not get a
please.
lot for Pittman. That was just a pure salary dump.
Yeah.
That's got to hurt to see.
Well, because they gave
Largest
AP.
free agent contract ever, it appears.
a lot of money. A lot of money.
Anytime you can pay the most money ever to a 50 catch a year guy, you got to do it.
That deep
That's-
ball, baby. That deep ball. We're going back.
Twice a game. Twice a game he earns his money.
We've got Peyton Manning to Reggie Wayne again. That's it.
That's such a wild choice. Like,
Crazy.
teams are making wild choices to me in free agents. They like, did you see what the Dolphins gave Malik Willis?
No.
Like, I want to say in the neighborhood of like 30 a year for 4 years.
Malik Will. Where was he? Green Bay?
He was the backup in Green Bay. Fun fact, Malik Willis has 62 career NFL passes.
Did he complete all 62?
No.
How many interceptions?
I think he was like a 6-1 TD to interception ratio. It's just the sample size is so small.
But I want to say he came in for Love and did really well. Too,
He did.
right?
He had a good 3-game stretch. You know who else came in and had a good 3-game stretch last year? Davis Mills. Their numbers were comparable. It's wild to give someone like that $120 million. I mean, granted, it was Tennessee, but he sucked in Tennessee. Like,
Yeah, but that's just Tennessee.
that's fair. Everybody
Fuck the
sucks in
Titans.
Tennessee. Yeah, like I'm not arguing that point. It's impossible to shine in Tennessee.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to be king of a swamp. Except Shrek, I guess.
Yeah. Look, I'll be king of any. If would you not like to be king?
I mean, I've heard it's good to be king.
Fucking hate you.
Thanks. I didn't know if you would get that. I tried it anyway.
One of the reels that keeps popping up is the guy singing Hakuna Matata with the real words recently. Oh no, a lion!
Oh no, a lion!
Then he starts singing it as the real words, and he goes, "A lion!" It cracks me up every fucking time. Just so good to be king.
Look, a lion! It's fucking.
It's so funny, dude.
That was the hardest I've laughed purely in a while.
Yeah.
Like, I've been watching a lot of this Asian guy criticizing white people cooking videos later. Shout out to Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger.
Uncle
the
Roger.
fried rice guy. Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Anytime he starts screaming at them, he's like, on the bright side, smallest mistake you made was metal utensil and nonstick pan. You have ruined the taste buds of your ancestors.
I probably watched 100 Uncle Roger videos like a year ago. It's I go through big phases like that. That's my new like ADHD thing where I'll watch everything somebody's ever done and then never go back to it. Right? Like it used to be that with hobbies, and now like my hobbies are all the same. It's just comedy. And
My rule is I go until it's hard for me to find a new video.
Mm.
And I've been on a long streak of watching white women get tased by cops. That's exactly what I put in the search engine too. It's like I know I can never run for political office just because my YouTube search terms would be publicized, and I'd be like, yes, I like looking for black people reacting to magic tricks.
I remember you getting so excited that Cops was on TV in the hotel in Louisiana. You're like, oh, I'm going to get to see a white woman tased.
It's my favorite thing because unarmed white women just screamed at heavily armed groups of police officers, repeatedly telling them what's about to happen. And they're still just completely unaware. They're always surprised. Why did you tase me is the funniest question I think you can hear someone ask. Because they never get it. It's Charlie Brown kicking the football.
Just people arguing with cops in general. Like it never works out in your favor. Just look, if they're wrong, they're wrong. You've got to fix it in court. Like you literally haven't.
You can't win right there.
Yeah, it's never going to go your way. Just
even if you win, it gets real bad later.
Yeah,
like, there's no. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? You think the cop's just gonna magically say, "You're right. The 50th time you screamed that at me changed my mind. Have a good day."
Anytime you're trying to cite laws and like, well, in the case of blah 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 blah, and it's like, look, dog, that dude's making $25 an hour. He doesn't care.
He didn't go to law school.
No, and he knows
he's got a stick, and he'll hit you with it.
He's not walking softly, but he is carrying the big stick.
Like, I just try to be white and polite and hope it works out. That's all I got.
Yeah. Which sucks. Like, there should be a way, not should be a way. There's never going to be a way that like you can prove to them in the moment that they're wrong.
Yeah.
And get away. Like,
not as long as there's women cops.
But that entitlement of I'm right, I know I'm right, and like you're gonna see it my way, like that happens in all day. Like I had it happen recently. You know, I run the room on Thursdays at Mood Room, and we're trying to do something different. I want to do at least like a monthly paid show, bring in a headliner, feature, host, whatever, right? And the owners of the bar had met a guy, and he does like a multimedia production behind the show, and they thought maybe this will be a good idea, right? So we brought him in, and I sat down and talked to him, and his whole idea was to play other stand-up clips on the wall in between comics. I was like, so we're gonna delay the show so you can put Richard Pryor bits on the wall. But not only that.
If you could show some good comics to the people, maybe they'll stay for the other.
Not only that. Well, see, what I've done is I've generated a large following on the TikTok. Okay, what is it? Well, I've got 3,000 followers now, and what we can do is we can live stream the show to my TikTok. And I said, no. He goes, but it's 3,000. Like, why would you not want that exposed? One, stand up shouldn't be streamed live ever. And he's like, well, why wouldn't they want the exposure? What exposure? 3,000 TikTok followers that are 90% bots. How'd you get the TikTok followers? Like, why are these good people that I want to see? Well, what I've been doing is I've been taking my favorite comics, and I take their bits and I post it. So you stole other people's content, posted it to your TikTok, and got 3,000 followers.
Yeah.
And now you want to live stream. And I was trying to be nice. I wanted to work with a guy. I wanted to, help out. And it was like, all right, we can get you in, get you paid, to do something. I was like, but like, we're not live streaming. 100%. And I pissed them off because I said, no real comic is going to let you live stream their set.
Correct.
Well, I don't know what real comics you know. Well,
Literally all of them.
me. Well, exactly. And it's like I'm out every night. I know all the comics. I was like, you can probably get some 2 to 5 year comics that will do it. Yeah,
But
I can find people that will do it.
I can get you bodies, but it's not gonna be a good show.
Exactly. I don't know what real I just posted to all the comedy groups in Houston. Well, I'll figure out. I was like, go find them. Because then the next thing was like, well, how could we get it done? I was like, you can get it done. I'm taking my name off the show. I'm not producing it. It has nothing to do with me at this point. And as soon as I said that, they're like, all right, we got to make a call. And I was like, yeah, like, no, we're not doing this. But that entitlement to where like, I'm going to bring, I was like, what? No, what are you talking about?
You forget how much people outside of it don't know about it because you've been in it so long.
Yeah.
But things that are just naturally inherent to us at this point, other people don't contemplate. Like, if you're running a venue and you're trying to put on a comedy show, I shouldn't have to tell you to turn the TVs off.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, are you?
But you may have to if it's a new location you're setting up, right? And
I'm not saying like, yeah,
right. But if you're producing shows all the time, you already know that.
You should know. Like, there are things you should know, and people like are touchy about how their material gets controlled and released.
Yeah.
And like, if tonight's the night I fuck up on stage, I don't really want that broadcast to the entire internet. You know,
because I tried to think of where have I seen comedy live stream before, and I thought of the 2 examples I thought of. I think Rock did one, and I think Rogan did one for Netflix, and those are the only 2 like examples I could think of. But like, that's a way different level, and it's Netflix, not some dude's TikTok.
Yeah. It's like, also, anybody who talks to you with that number obviously has no clue about acquisition rate.
Right.
Because 1% is the ceiling there among that 3,000. So really, how many of those people can you expect to even convert if things go perfectly? And the answer is less than 30. Your exposure is worth less than 30 TikTok followers.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
No.
I mean, you shouldn't tell people if you have 3,000 followers. You should keep that at...
I don't, but yeah. I don't like doing it.
But, I agree
but at
with
the same
that
time,
wholeheartedly.
I'm not trying to sell myself and say, well, no, you need to work with me because I've got this. And it's like, that's one. I've got friends that have 500,000. I've got friends that got 1 million. Like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
I wouldn't let them do it either.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are we talking about? It was mind blowing. Just the no, you need to do this, and I was like, it's so good for you, and it's like, no, but it's not.
What's crazy to me, and I'll get off my soapbox in just a second, but what's crazy to me is like there'll be a dude who just makes videos with their cat who has like 1.5 million followers, and clubs will book this guy to come do a show, and people will buy tickets, and nobody ever stops to think, what is that guy gonna do for an hour and a half? He makes 45-second cat memes.
Yeah.
And then they end up bringing a local, and the local buries them because they're a cat meme person.
I haven't seen a lot of those. Well, but I'm not watching the calendar as I should be too. But I haven't seen a lot of that recently. Like, was there enough pushback to they stop doing it?
It still happens, and it happens. I mean, once is too many times, but it's kind of like a shortened version of my golden ticket bucket complaint. It's like you're taking people who have a minute and making them do 25 on tour, and it's. I know some of these people. They should not be doing 25 minutes.
No, some of them shouldn't. I love watching it though.
It's so. I wonder how many people have just been ruined for live stand-up comedy by having to sit through bad 20s. You know?
Yeah. Because like how many? I had maybe been to 3 comedy shows in my life before I started doing stand up. It wasn't a
3 to
ton.
5. That's about right. I knew a comic from poker way before, like a decade before I ever started this stuff. So like, it wasn't that foreign to me. Like, I dealt a garage game for Juan Villarreal's cousin.
Okay.
So like, I knew Juan, and like he would give us tickets to shows sometimes of his. So like, I saw a few shows and knew a guy, but
Yeah. I had no idea. Like, I found out about open mics through Rogan's website Rogan board back in the day, right? And I was like, wait, you can just, I thought it was just famous people that let talk and that they happened to be funny because they were.
that's so fair.
Yeah, I had no. Like,
I had
I
no
grew up
clue
in the
either.
middle of nowhere. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it was like the open mic concept was completely foreign to me. And then I found out about it. I was like, wait, so they practice this shit? I was like, oh, and as soon as I found out, I was like, okay, I got to do it. You know, and I think I had seen like a Last Comic Standing guy back in the day, like one of the first seasons, the Josh Blue guy. I think he had cerebral palsy or whatever.
Yeah, I like Josh.
And maybe 1 or 2 more, but like I had never. It didn't even make sense. You know what I mean? So like, but like, who are these people that go to open mics?
Bro, there's so many sad, weird people at the lowest tier of this industry that it's just like, man, I don't want to get their sad on my shoes, dog. Like, there's some places I just don't even want to go do shows because I look at the rest of the lineup and I'm like, I don't want you people thinking you can talk to me.
Yeah, but I say that because we were talking about turning people off, right? So it's like those people that they go see a bad 20-minute set from somebody, they more than likely they've sat through other dog shit comedy. So I don't think you're at risk of really turning them off because like you see a lot of the same people going to open mics as just crowd, and I think a lot of people enjoy seeing others in misery, maybe.
I think it's the same reason that you see like heavily attended karaoke contests. Like, you may see someone good, but that's not why you're going.
Yeah, you're
Like,
there for the train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, because you'll get that as even like some of the showcases around town, they show up wanting to hate.
in the same way that I love the movie Labyrinth, I get very, very excited whenever I see someone bring a puppet on stage. That's my favorite kind of bad at this because there's no time that I've ever seen it be good. Not live. I've seen Jeff Dunham on tape. I'm just saying, like, being in the building, I've never once seen a puppet get over.
Oh, no. I don't know if I've ever seen a puppet live.
Oh, I ran into there was a puppet roaming around San Antonio for a bit, a female puppet, mind you. It was a weird puppet lady that I can't pull her name for the life of me, or I would just name her because I don't care if she hates me. She's a puppet lady, but it is real bad.
Puppets were the first furries.
it's anytime your set starts with you sticking your hand up something's ass, it's not going to go great. It's just my rule of thumb for doing this, but
yeah, I've never seen a puppet live. I got to see a puppet.
Oh, speaking of sticking things hands up in the ass, I got one more thing to bring to this episode to talk about, and it's there's a statue in Washington that someone put up of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein reenacting the like bridge scene from Titanic. It's just Jeffrey Epstein holding Donald Trump from behind.
Yeah, holding him back from starting to...
And it's just like, I've seen haters, but I've never seen haters with statue money before.
Bro.
Like, you gotta to put up an art installment is a level of petty that I don't think I've ever gotten to.
That just means somebody stopped paying protesters and was like, I'll do it my goddamn self.
Like, they didn't skip either. It's a golden idol in the middle of Washington
Real
Mall.
gold?
Probably. If they looted Trump's toilets, they could have filled the whole thing.
I haven't seen it. I got to look that up.
Yeah.
So they had to like crane it in though, right? Like,
that's my question. How do you stealth build a giant statue? It's got to take heavy equipment. I wouldn't think you could just drive a tractor onto the Washington Mall.
No.
Like, their day security sucks if you can put up a fucking statue and nobody knows who did it.
No, haven't they off like 3 people trying to kill Trump already too? Like, so like you can't get anywhere.
I mean,
You can't build a statue.
I need him to get those numbers up. If people start dropping dead around him at Hillary Clinton numbers, then I'll believe something's really going on.
Oh no, I'm saying this is just like Secret Service.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, I feel like he's just publicizing those. I feel like
None
the
of
Secret
Trump's friends
Service.
have committed suicide.
It sucks that you have to go on Twitter every morning and be like, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm not depressed at all. The brakes on my car have been recently checked. Just because you send one email that's in a Clinton server. It's
Bro,
just,
once like Congress people are tweeting that out, like how is there no, because we just had they just did the depositions and watching them get eviscerated.
and nothing happened.
But everybody that questioned them had to put stuff like that on their Twitter, and it's like, okay, so it's no longer just like an internet joke. Like when you have actual sitting congressmen and women
Doing
tweeting
it.
stuff like this, like,
Yeah.
okay, so let's do something about it. Like motherfuckers got to get got.
I mean,
They've got to go to jail.
the problem is, if you really, really believe it, if you're really on that side of the people dropping dead theory, then those people are always connected to the most money. And money corrupts all the way to the top.
Of course.
Like, if I could bet it in Vegas right now that at least one, set the line at one Supreme Court justice being compromised.
Oh,
I would bet that every day and twice on Sundays. You don't even have to make
that's
me guess who it is.
50,000, dog. Like that's, yeah.
And that's the highest court in the land. And we take it as established fact that one of those 9 people is corrupt.
Well, they're all corrupt. Like you saw, they also just voted against releasing their own sex crimes, right? Like,
Yeah, Congress being like, yeah, we're going to keep that to ourselves.
fuck you.
That's
You're using
so
our money to pay off your sexual
wild.
harassment suits? Fuck you.
That is so wild to just be like, no, we're going to keep that internal. And everybody's like, you realize that makes you all look like,
You're complicit. And
Yeah.
all of it.
like you really want to be one of the 67 people that voted against that
Mhm.
instead of one of the 200 people that voted to suppress that in the end of the day, because people are tired of this shit.
Well, there was, what, 50 some out of 400?
That's-
What?
It's and how many of those do you think were just drunk and hit the wrong button?
I mean,
Like 3? There might not even be like as many good people as we're hoping there are in that number, is my point.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know the good ones good because they came out and said, like, you know, they put the list out, but still.
I have always felt like the only way things ever get settled is that you don't allow politicians to raise money. Everybody gets a disbursement window. You get X, Y, and Z blocks of airtime. You get X amount of campaign money once you get Y amount of signatures. That's all you can do.
Okay. I'm not
Equal
against
time, equal opportunity, no PACs, no super PACs, no donations to political campaigns.
it. Do you have to show an ID to be able to sign the paper?
Yes. Fucking, it's crazy how many things in life that we take in stride that you have to show an ID for.
Right.
I have beef with the language of the law not allowing a driver's license to be considered real ID for the purposes of citizenship.
I
The
don't know if that's true.
it
For the voting one?
Yes, by the way that because one of the requirements is an ID that shows proof of United States citizenship, which only becomes a star ID in the States, which only 6 states qualify for. People are going to have to get amended licenses because their driver's licenses won't currently satisfy the requirement. They're going to have to revamp how
So wait,
states
is that
issue.
the real ID thing?
Yes, it's
Bitch, that was lost 6 years ago. We're past that. Right?
no, but I'm saying the way this law is written, a Texas driver's license isn't enough anymore to register.
I don't believe that. There's no way that's real. No way. I'm just saying. I think you might be getting fed something. Like,
I mean,
a driver's license. Like, if
read
a
on the
state
differences.
ID is okay.
It's the requirement of proof of U.S. citizenship because driver's licenses don't prove that. It's a driver's license and a supporting document now.
But you can't get a driver's license without being a citizen.
That's not
I mean,
technically.
they're giving them out.
I'm
but
saying not
those
by
aren't
all states and not
technically
by all
valid,
state
right?
regulations.
I got to do more research on
Yeah.
that because I
It's
There's
a
no
very
way.
gray area that I have an issue with. I don't have a problem with people being forced to show a driver's license or ID.
yeah.
If the requirements are so strict that my driver's license now doesn't work, I have a beef with that because of exactly all the things you're saying.
Right.
And if my interpretation of what I'm reading is wrong, I'll come back and say that too. But these are the things that I've read that I understand.
When you said that, I thought it was going to be something like, I remember when I got my first license in Arizona, it was good for like 35 years. It was good till I was 90 or something.
I wish
So was
mine
like, maybe
would go out because the picture's not great. I'm at that point in my life. I
say
should
you
just
lost
go
it.
resubmit it, but we're coming up close on 45. Gonna go ahead and cut this first one short because we got to run tight. Have our Instagrams. Blake, where can they find you?
at BMFJB everywhere. It's super simple. Blake motherfucking Jones, bitch. Easy.
Me at Very Dark Comedy. And follow our roast show at You Look Like Roast on Instagram. And thanks for coming out and doing this. See you next week, brother.